I don't exactly have a proper intro for this. All I know is I'm so glad I'm able to play this game, and this would make the third video that I now have to edit without have finished one beforehand, and my room is still a mess. Today, we are playing what I really was waiting to play, Slay the Princess. If you want, y'all can read that content warning. We're gonna start a new game. Let's see what this is. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess.
You're on a path.
Oh, it reads by itself.
And at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Dang. Wait. Explore. The end of the world. What are you talking about? Explore. Alright, did you say explore? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's... I mean, that seems fair. Oh, there's a lot of them. You know what? I'm not going to read all of them. I'm going to do this one because this one seems fair.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Skill issue.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation.
Move a little bit this way so I'm more centered on the camera. It fixed so much of my stuff.
Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
That seems like a you problem?
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything.
Yeah, I love the little cursor. The fact that the cursor and like all the background moves, that's cool. They're on layers and I love it.
Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
Slay! I really shouldn't have done that. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Okay, it's just these. Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this? Forget it. I'm not doing this! Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? Do I get some sort of reward for doing this? Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what Okay, tell me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to off a monarch via... Viva la revolution! I can't speak. Silently continue the cabin. Turn around and leave. I can leave. I'm doing this one. Forget it, I'm not doing this.
No, you have to do it.
You know what? I'm just gonna do this one for the giggles. I'm leaving.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yes.
Do you even know where you're going?
Okay, fine. You're persistent. I'll go. Okay, now. I want to know what happens when you leave.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. Good. What we're being asked to do here is wrong. Better to wash our hands of this whole situation than to take part in it. Ignore that annoying little voice. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Is that an ending?
Strange.
Oh.
It looks like this path also leads to the cabin. How convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
Ah! I wanted to leave. Turn around again and leave again. But I want to see what happens if I try and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies.
Skill issue.
Like, dies. Forever.
Not my problem. I don't care. I'm not killing a princess. Good. Maybe everyone should die. That's what they get for dumping me and what? And asking me to kill someone for them. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Quietly continue. You're not emotionally blackmailing me into doing this. Yeah.
Stakes and consequences aren't emotional blackmail. They're facts of life, and if you had an ounce of maturity, you'd understand that.
I do have an ounce of maturity, but that's all I got.
But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came. Oh, would you look at that? You're at the cabin again. Now, I'm not normally one for superstition or astrology, but I have to say, it seems like the universe itself is doing its best to bring you to your fated confrontation with the princess.
Can I just leave, please? I want to know what happens if I leave. Oh, yeah? Well, I guess I start walking in a different direction again. In fact, I'm going to just keep trekking through the wilderness until I find a way out of... You know what? No. There's no fighting this, is there? I have to go into the cabin. Don't I? You know what? Yeah, I'm not going to keep on walking. I'll save that for a different time.
There's always a choice. But let me tell you right now that you're making the correct decision for pretty much everyone. We can't just go through with this and listen to him. She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Exactly. Proceed to the cabin. Yeah, like, bro, it's a princess. Come on.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I'm just gonna say this right now. What a coincidence that there's just a blade sitting on a table in the middle of nowhere, in a cabin, mind you. Also, I'm pretty sure that door would naturally lead nowhere. Judging from the, like, state of the cabin, there's windows. I'm, like... Explorer, take the blade, enter the I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Into the basement. Okay. Here we go.
The door to the basement
Oh, we're gonna play with the cursor!
Revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
Or maybe we should, like, let her go?
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Can I bring her, like, an oatmeal cream pie or something?
There.
Me?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
I mean, she's the only one down here, so I'd sure as heck hope so.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Okay. Hi, just checking on you. Hey, I think I'm here to kill you. Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
What's that voice? I think I like her
Walk down the
voice.
stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Yeah.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
What? No way. Why would you ever think that? Why would you even think that? Okay, yeah. You caught me. I'm here to slay you. No! I haven't noticed yet. I haven't decided yet. I'm just here to talk. Steal your nerves and step forward. I haven't decided
How
yet.
about you drop the knife and the two of us just talk?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop the blade and talk things out.
We chill. I didn't know she was chill like that.
You dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
Drop it. Tighten your grip. I'm dropping it. She's too nice.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands, and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed.
Okay,
We'll
and
be fine.
yeah.
Don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
All right, next word. Yeah, it's pretty awkward. A relationship. Are you coming on to me? How would I get out of here? Here because you're supposed to. World. There's people out there who think you're going to end the world. What do you have to say about that? What's your name? How long have you been down here? Do you know why I'm here? How long have you been down here?
Too long.
That doesn't tell me anything.
Note the lack of detail. You can't trust her.
I mean, too long is just a statement. Actually, what is her name? What is your name?
She hesitates before answering.
You can address me as your Royal Highness, or Her Majesty. Any honorific should do, really.
Again,
Okay.
she offers no specifics. No matter how hard you try, you'll never get a straight answer out of her.
What about a gay answer, though? What about a gay answer? I'm curious. What about a gay answer? Can I get a gay answer?
Don't
People out
just
there-
tell her that.
Why not? I feel like she needs to know.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Just how long has she been down here?
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, they have not. Hoping you'd tell me. No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information secret from me. No, and if I'm being honest, I'm more inclined to trust you than I'm inclined. No. Remain silent. I was hoping you'd tell me.
Ending the world seems like an awful lot for just one person to do. I wouldn't even know where to start.
I believe her. She doesn't have to know how to destroy the world to be capable of doing it.
That's fair.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust. Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I was a threat to the world, but they didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
That is true.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Yeah.
So, I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
That's fair.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's all about trust.
Blind trust. Yeah.
So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim, the princess clearly incapable of ending the world? Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Okay. Relationship, originally. How would I get out of here?
Don't jump to any weird conclusions. We're two people who have met each other. By definition, we have a relationship.
Okay, that's fair. I would ask her how we get out of here, but like,
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
slay the princess. I'm getting you out of here. Examine the chains. I'm going to keep you locked away down here, at least for a bit. We can get to know each other better while I decide what to do. Keep her locked away. I don't know. I kind of want to release her, but then again I don't. Because I know what she does. But like, you know, I'm going to release her. I'm going to release her.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
No, I am not.
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the
Well, I mean, no, there's a window back
somewhere in
there.
the cabin.
There's still the light. There's a window behind her. If there isn't a key, do you have any ideas? I'm going to check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere. Do this one.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. Anything to finally be free.
Yeah.
You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place. Is someone else here?
Turn the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way back to the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah, see, there's a window.
So much easier if you'd simply slain her like you were supposed to.
I don't care, dude.
Easier for whom?
Exactly.
Easier for everyone.
But, like, come on.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
Yes.
The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
Okay.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Slay the princess. Save the princess. Save the princess.
Against your better judgment,
Oh.
place the blade against the princess's arm,
Oh.
just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Oh.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp.
That's
and you
gotta
make
hurt.
Work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub of her arm through the iron gauntlet. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you, her fierce gaze meeting your eye. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like she isn't even bothered by it.
Fair, but like,
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
okay. Approach the locked door. Okay.
We won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I just can't let her escape into the world.
What?
As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Is he forcing us to try and kill her?
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that.
Yeah, dude.
Watch me.
Dude! No way. Wait, warn her! Warn her!
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way before you can connect. Stop it! Stop resisting me! I am trying to get you out of here alive.
Slayer. Where is it? Resist!
The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you?
Yeah,
I can see the conflict in your eyes.
yes.
I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
Okay. I guess yep, she slits our
Then
throat.
she slits your throat
Yep.
with an almost clinical ease. Her face
We're dead,
remains
though.
unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Yep.
I hope it was worth it.
It was worth it. I'm gonna be real. It was worth it. Chapter 2, oh, dang, there's another chapter. Already been like 17 minutes.
You're
Wait, it's
on a
only been 17 minutes? Dang.
At the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Okay.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I'm getting a deja vu. Wait, hasn't this already happened? Okay, no. But I died. What am I doing here? Oh, you... You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks. See you to the cabin, turn around, and leave. I'm mad at him.
Tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time.
No, we haven't!
Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. I wouldn't trust a word out of his mouth.
Exactly!
Got to be a way out of here, for us and for the princess.
Yes!
Just have to keep trying. I'm inclined to agree. If he doesn't remember what happened last time, maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you two, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. And as far as trying to help her goes, need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is to the world at large?
She was
I
perfect.
told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago.
I'm gonna be real. She was fine with me until you decided to try and make me kill her. Proceed to the cabin, turn around, and leave. Let's assume I'm telling you the telling the truth, and all this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing it? Okay, I'm gonna proceed to the cabin. I'm gonna try and save her.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say wink out loud?
I didn't. Okay, he does.
I
Just
didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
oh, I'll focus on the princess. All right. Proceeded to the cabin. Yeah. See, dude, there's no door that you can go through back there. That's weird.
The interior
Oh!
of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Or take the blade. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Oh, there's a mirror?
I did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? Because it should.
I didn't even see that. I didn't even pay
There
attention.
isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here. There's definitely a mirror. There isn't. I think you know what we have to do.
Why would you lie about that? What's the point? I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am. Doesn't matter. Remain silent. Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny.
Wipe the mirror clean.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now. But it was there a second ago,
Where is the mirror?
and now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled.
Yes.
It'll be back.
Yes. Please. I'm not even gonna grab the
I'm
blade.
afraid I'm going to insist we take the blade. We're in a dangerous situation, and I'm not letting us go down there without a weapon. Are you sure? What if she... I don't know... turns it against us? Which I'm bringing up in a purely hypothetical manner. Yes, I'm sure. Turns it against you? She's a prisoner here. She'll only be able to turn it against you if you give it to her. Which you won't be doing because she's an existential threat to the entire world. Okay. I'm trusting you.
He was about to make me lose my stuff over here. Hey, don't I get a say here? It's a big idea. I'll just take the blade.
You
I'm not
took the
gonna question
blade
it.
from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Thanks. I mean it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
No, it looks nice down
Her
here.
voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Dang.
Does she remember us?
Yeah, that is a good question. Does she remember us?
Walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
They're trying to force us to kill her because we cut off her hand last time. They're trying to make sure we can't cut off anything else to set her free by putting something around her neck. Are you kidding me?
Should we be worried about the one around her neck?
Yeah.
Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
I'm gonna sit with her.
You step
I'm
towards
gonna be
the
nice.
princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's fair.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
So yeah, I'm gonna sit where I was
She
told to sit.
asks, and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
There it is. I've been here before. Am I the only one that remembers that?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I
Yes.
thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
First you make a comment about having been here before, and now this.
Yeah.
As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
Yes.
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Yeah.
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even.
I don't like the fact that he's keeping stuff from us. I don't trust it.
And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again. Alright? Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that. I won't. Just give it a rest, this isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
I want to know what happened
Nothing
after I died.
happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them.
Oh, dang.
And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
You're looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
She says it like she is.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
I don't know, but you could always try it on. Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
Like the shackle. Okay, hold up.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Dude, shut up!
That. Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
I'd love to be stuck here with her. She seems way nicer than whatever you are.
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
But what if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am.
Let it go, and I'm still inspecting it. I want to know.
Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with
You can't see.
interest as you
Hold
inspect
up.
it.
You can't
though
see
she
her.
can't
Hold up.
fully hide her curiosity.
Look, it's her. She's behind me. I'd turn up. I forget I can do this. Yo. Yo.
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement. Excuse me? Yes? Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Is that an ending?
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
What are we supposed to do now?
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
So we're both stuck here. Yeah.
Yep. No. Nope.
Damn.
That's rude. You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here. There must be something we're missing.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
But
Your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time, and after that, even more time passes again.
Did he just continue my text without me clicking? Nah, like, this man needs to chill, like, actually.
And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist.
Yeah.
That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
I don't like small talk, remember?
Sorry.
Still rude.
Genuine silence.
You
Oh.
continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
Yeah.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Oh boy.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then... And?
I think he's gone.
Yeah, he like faded into the back when he said and then.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
What about me? But you don't get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something else.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
The narrator is
It
gone.
is. Does that mean the world ended?
It must have. Do any of us know what the world ending is supposed to look like?
I'm
Ocean
begging
mirror.
you, don't do this.
I don't care. Sorry. I'm sorry, dude.
It's different now. It feels... I don't know. Final.
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
Approach the mirror. Gaze in your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. Oh! The body! I got the achievement. The body. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. Quiet here. Wait, proceed to the cabin? Huh? Oh! It's the princess! Approach her!
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you? The gift of a fragile vessel? Is this the end of the world? Let her out there? Do you know the narrator? Are you what sent me to slay the princess? Are you what trapped me in here? You know about the words beyond this place? Are you the princess? Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
But were you always the princess? Or are you making her a part of yourself? Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
That's fair. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
How many pieces do I need to
More
find?
than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
Okay. And what if I don't... How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
Oh. Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her.
Yes.
You won't.
Oh. Chapter...
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a...
I'm back to chapter 1.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be...
Alright, here. Here's... Alright, so this is a choice.
Don't
Thanks for
let it.
telling.
It's all part of the job.
Okay, so we're
You make your way
back
up the
here?
short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning. Before you go, she will lie, she will cheat, and she will do it. We're not going to go
Okay.
through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, this is weird. So I'm back at chapter 1?
The
Confusion?
interior of the blade is your implement.
This is just chapter 1. This is... Okay, so this is just chapter 1 again. So I can choose a different thing
A
now.
voice.
Who's there?
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed.
I'd love to find out what
If
you can do.
hesitate
If
now,
you know what I
it'll be
mean.
Too late. End this. You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
I'm not driving the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Damn! Come on, don't do that to me. I have to do something.
You stare at the princess, squinting. She squints back. The two of you are going to do this forever, aren't you? You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through. A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw. It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurt! Though she's unarmed, The shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing.
Okay.
Your blade slaps into the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit.
Why did I just hear like non-copyrighted sword shink sound?
We can still turn this around.
I'm gonna give up. Let's
Are you
see.
serious? As internal bleeding sets in, the blade falls from your trembling hands, clattering to the ground uselessly. You lacked the will to finish the job, your bruised and broken body falling to its knees before her. The princess, exhausted, chest heaving with heavy breaths, tosses the blade away from you. This is the end, isn't it?
Is this really the best you could do? Look at you. Completely broken. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't a little disappointed.
She plants her foot on your chest and pushes you onto your back, the air leaving your lungs in a heavy puff. And then she brings her knee to your throat.
Kinky.
She leans into with the kind of weight you didn't think her slight frame could possibly possess, shattering your windpipe and leaving you starved for breath.
It's too bad. I was looking forward to some company.
Everything goes dark.
And you die. Okay, so literally, chapter 2. The tower? Okay, that's different. That's different.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the bed, you're here to slay her. It hasn't. Or if it has, if he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. You know I can hear you, right?
Wait,
A lot harder
the
than you
skeptic
think
isn't
to
here.
secrets from me. What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to
Oh, the broken voice.
She's just going to kill us again. She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
Oh. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning. Before you go in, she will lie. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us. Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge? I'm not being a pessimist.
I'm being realistic. Okay, yeah.
You're being annoying. Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included. I agree. If she's wrongfully imprisoned, then we should rescue her, but if he's telling the truth, we shouldn't just hand her the world on a silver platter. Rescue her? Given the stakes of the situation, there isn't really a difference between rescuing her and pledging yourself to her. Either would be terrible. So please try to ignore both of those knuckleheads and focus on saving the world.
No.
Let's not make this harder than it has to be.
I do still want to save the
That's what you
princess.
want. I guess I don't have a say here.
I do want to save her, though. What does it look like now? Oh my
The cabin is
God!
larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Why do we feel so small? We don't feel small. We are small.
Approach the mirror.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. What are you talking about? This isn't a wall. It's a mirror. Or at least it'll be a mirror once we wipe off that layer of grime.
Yeah, and then it goes back to
Forward
this.
and rub your hand against. We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult.
Enter the basement. I love how the mouse does this. Like the cursor turns in with a blade.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase. Its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease. This is actually kind of nice. It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing...
Bro, it smells good.
The voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
You weren't...
Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry.
She
Mommy,
by the
sorry.
first time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her. Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago, you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Continue down the stairs.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond. The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
I'm gonna say this lightly. Can she step on me again? Except not this hard this time. I don't feel like dying again.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants. You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity. Drop it.
I will.
The blade slips from your fingers and clatters uselessly to the floor. We didn't have to do that. And yet you did. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
It's beautiful.
I understand what's going on.
It's beautiful.
You better snap yourself out of it.
It's beautiful.
Kneel.
Okay.
On her command, you fall to the floor, knees painfully connecting with hard stone.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk? The last time we met, you tried to kill me. And here you are again, trying to succeed where you've already catastrophically failed. What draws you back here beyond the empty halls of death? Speak.
The last time we met? I suppose that lends credence to our conversation in the woods. Still, whatever you do, don't tell her why you're here. It's best not to give her any ideas.
She only speaks so.
Weak-willed buffoon.
I'm not weak-willed. She's beautiful.
Is that so?
The princess closes her eyes in contemplation.
Something about that thought wraps itself around my heart. It feels like a fundamental truth to my being that I'd somehow forgotten. The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new, and the world as it is now is overdue for alteration. It's time for me to seize my destiny, and you, little bird, will help me seize it.
She's inevitable. There's nothing else for us to do but help her. Maybe she'll be nice to us.
I'm yours to command.
Your will was so easily broken. Am I that magnificent?
Yes!
All you need to do now is break my chains.
A If this is what you want, then I guess there's not much else for me to say. No, you can't just give in to her. Not when the stakes are so high. Not when you're so close. I won't let you do this.
There's still something in the way. A greasy film inside of you where it doesn't belong, trying to conceal you from me. Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
Wait, the hands!
You're a small one, aren't you? A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
Kill his ass!
My little bird.
Without hesitation, you're brought to your feet.
Break my chains.
And how are we supposed to do that? All we have is a blade. All you need to do is believe it's been done.
Break her chains! Break her chains!
Shatter, and the cuff falls from her wrist. She is loose, and the end is upon us.
What a good disciple you are. Come, it's time for us to leave.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again. Why?
Yeah, I've been here before, and you always, you always get
It
scared.
feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything. I don't want to look at us.
Going to be okay.
If you say so, we'll trust you. No mercy.
Approach the mirror. Then you wipe the mirror clean. The blight, you've grown. Wait, I just realized you can actually see the body.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
I need to ask her some things. I need to know. Are you the same being as you were before? How much have you changed? What does it feel like to change like this? This is all done. Do you know what you want to do? If you know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm gonna kill you, right? No, I'm not. I'm not gonna kill you. I'm sorry. When I go back, as if an invisible wall closes around me, why can I not do the same things? Wait, you actually can't repeat before? You have kinder to me than anyone else. Thank you.
Why wouldn't I be kind to you? You are the only thing I know that isn't me.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
When this is all done, do you know what you want to do?
With every gift you bring me, I excavate the alleys of what I am meant to be. and every exploration yields new and complicated truths. What I will be is different than what I am, and what I am is different from what I was. I cannot tell you what desires I will hold when I have changed. But in this moment, all I want is to know myself and to know you.
I don't want to hear you but one time to go
The
back.
vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side, for I would not know your absence.
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Everything goes dark. And you die. So that was Slay the Princess. Obviously we're gonna continue it. I'm not just gonna stop. This game is way too fun and way too interesting. Obviously there's a bigger story, and obviously, I hate to say it, she's more trustworthy than the narrator at this point. I'm glad I went with my gut and trusted her instead of the narrator. But like, I love this game so far. Oh, didn't know that was a thing. Okay, never mind. Well, we're gonna end the video here. I really love this game. If there's anything else you want me to play, please tell me. This is absurdly fun. Way more fun than I initially thought it would be. Like, this is just fun. But yeah, I'm gonna get this out of the way just so that way I can have the funny little text flicker. Subscribe. If I say it again, will I do it again? I don't care. But yeah, if you do check out maybe some of my other videos, you might like them, I think. This is literally the third video I have that has not been fully edited yet. So these three might come out in quick succession. Oh, there's the cabin. But yeah, check out other things. I know I'm rambling. End video, I guess. See y'all in the next video, I guess. Whenever that one is.